Sagittarius, hello. I just hit my funny bone right as my camera was starting. So that's fun and funny. And I think that actually is a message in itself, kind of like, right? Like, they call it a funny bone, but it fucking hurts. And so there's some pain, and we have to find the levity in it. We're gonna find it kind of funny. And I think some of y'all are like laughing at your situation currently as a coping mechanism, and it's like working. It's good, I think. Today, the day that I'm filming this, Mercury is finally leaving the shadow period of its retrograde. I felt called to bring in my Money Magic book by the Money Witch, of course, obviously. Like, who else would write a book called Money Magic, you know? Anyway, so I also have this healing candle going, and the other thing is that we're moving in, right? We're making moves right now, okay? But first, we need to clear all of this shit out. So I have some bay leaf. I have some bay leaf, and it is going to help us. And this fell off of my counter, out of my drawers, out of my cabinet, while I was grabbing some things, and I took it out as a sign because it kind of like leapt out and made a loud ass clatter, and then my necklace fell off right afterward. It was a lot. So I felt like this ally really wanted to be used. This is great for clearing and cutting and cleansing. It's also lucky. It brings in some luck in money and in the home, and yeah, it's quite strong. It's quite strong. So we just, we don't need a whole lot. A little goes a long way in this aspect, I think, for you, Sagittarius, especially. Like, we're all in this period of needing to cleanse and like shed some stuff, especially during Virgo season. Like, this is like a prime time to do some clearing out, decluttering, some organizing, and really getting into the mindset of it. I know a lot of us are burnt out as hell, and we are busy. We're busy and we're burnt. And the way that I've been describing it is basically that, we have our cup and it's basically empty, and when we go beyond our means, we're trying to pour from an empty cup, then we're burnt out. We take a break so that we can refill our reserves, but that's all we do. We just refill the reserves. We don't actually get any more juice in there. We don't fill up that cup any more than like a bare minimum. And then as soon as we start doing shit again, we start to burn out again. So what is needed currently is like some extra care, extra self-care, not just regular maintenance. And I think like regular maintenance is certainly needed right now. And we as a collective, and you, Sagittarius, need to take some time out to relax, dude, okay? Because y'all are working a lot. You are working, and I get it. You want to get that money, okay? And that's why I brought in this Money Magic book, because I'm going to do a little bibliomancy with y'all, okay? And we're going to see What is it? What is it that you need right now? Divine intervention. Oh my God. I feel like it's really like y'all will not stop until there is like a lightning bolt struck down upon you. Okay. Start engaging in divination practice. Make time to rest and also to receive nurturing after you engage these practices. Okay. So there's also a lot of like high priestess energy about, and like this type of like you already know type ish. You already know what's best for you right now. You already know what you need to do to rest. And I know y'all Sages, you're like, I'm gonna go have fun, like work hard, play hard type shit, right? You're like, I'm gonna go have fun and like that'll fill me up. But it's also like, dude, you need to rest and you need to nurture yourself and like slow down and meditate and like take a beat. Because yes, adventure is adventure and it is wonderful and exciting, and it's also very tiring too. And while it does fill you up in some ways, it depletes you in others. So find something, like I said, that will slow you down, some meditation, a bath, just like whatever, normal self-care shit, you know? Like when people are like, I'm gonna take a bubble bath and that's my self-care. I'm also seeing kind of like a budgeting as well. So y'all might be making a lot of money so that you can kind of like keep on with this frivolous kind of spending so that you can go on your little adventures and have fun. And I want you to be able to do that. And also, that sounds exhausting, and you might be able to like find the money in your budget if you actually plug in those numbers and look at what it is that you're spending and what it is that you're making, and like where is your money going, what is it going toward, and where can you bring in some healing. Because for some of you, and this is definitely for sure not for all of you, but for some of you, definitely you are escaping from something in an unhealthy way and engaging in these unhealthy coping mechanisms and patterns passed on to you down by your family. And, you know, we may not really realize it, but it's like things that affected us monetarily in the past, the way that we were raised, generations before us, like things that happened and the ways that like our grandmothers used money or had relationships with their finances, right? That affects us. That gets passed down just as much as anything else does. So again, like we're really looking at these things, and bay leaf brings in money, right? It's clearing and it's also bringing in money, and that I'm kind of seeing this like, yeah, like really needing to balance your checkbook right now. Because I think, and here's the thing, I think that you want to go on a big adventure, Sag, okay? I know you want to go on a big adventure, and I think you should, and I don't think that you need to go into debt to go have fun out in the world and be a little vagabond exploring type, okay? Yeah, I'm really just getting like, how can you afford all of this? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hearing. And it's just kind of, it's like a practical question. It's not like, oh my God, you know, it's like, it's a practical question. And it's one that I want you to ask yourself. Okay? and not in a way that brings out fear, but in a way that is very, like, I don't know why taciturn was the word that came to mind, a way that is very practical and just matter of fact and objective. And I know that can be really hard to look at your finances objectively, and if you need to, like, have a little treat, like, to motivate you to sit down and, like, look at those numbers, okay? Do that. Okay. Now we'll get into the reading. I am using the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sturl. It is the one that called to me today. We're moving. Yeah, we're moving. I feel like there's definitely this energy of, like, I can't stop. I can't slow down, because then I will die, basically. Like, okay, that's not what's gonna happen, okay? But, you're gonna be okay. I did just see the Tower coming in. So, again, that divine intervention it's gonna come through. For reals. Ooh, excuse me. Did you see that? Did you see that? How that happened? You see how I worked that? Divine intervention, things are gonna get shaken up for you, okay? And I want you to be prepared. I don't want you to be caught off guard, like, completely by this, you know? Life is fun, and it is games, and it is also quite serious sometimes, you know? I know that the seriousness is not lost on you. And there is a time when, like, it's not gonna work for you to just be breaking even. Or, like, making a little money so that you can do something. Oh my God. Did you see that flip? I want you to know that, like, this is the divine intervention card. This is the card where it's like, I'm hearing Fresh Prince for some reason. Like, your life gets flipped, turned upside down, my dude. Okay? Some of you already know this is my favorite card in the deck. Okay? I'm ruled by this card, so this is my terrain. I am very familiar with the rude awakening, okay? I'm very familiar with this. And, well, okay, this one wants to come out too. It was kind of face down. So, 7 of Wands, reversed. I feel like you're getting defensive over nothing, basically. What are you holding on to? You know, like, why are you trying to prevent this Tower from coming down? Maybe it's already come. Yeah, I feel like maybe this has already happened / is happening, and you're kind of like, no, that's not happening. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, like, you're very defensive and in almost like a denial type of way. But it's like, what are you really defending? You're defending this, like, faulty foundation that you have built on top of, and you're like, no, I don't want to get rid of this foundation even though everything crumbled around me. No, I don't want that. Dude, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. Okay? Because, like, this is not going to get you anywhere. Ooh, okay, we got a couple. We got Justice, the Moon, and 4 of Cups reversed. Okay? Libra season is going to be a time of great discomfort for you, I think. with this. I also think that you are being called to make an objective decision that kind of leads you into like some difficulty where you're needing to do shadow work based on this decision that you already know. Again, you already know that it needs to happen because, again, this tower has already started to crumble. It's already started to fall. So you are like reading the signs on the walls. They're there. That's where they are written, right? Okay. So, but it's hard. It's scary. And like, I just am here to remind you not to be scared of your shadow. You know, that's like, the tower will clear a lot of that out. And again, like we got to do some clearing work. We have to like ready the house being like our body. We need to ready the house by cleaning it out first before we can move in. Does that make sense as an analogy for you? And then the Four of Cups reversed. I mean, this person has, it says over it on their shirt. Can you see that? It says over it. Oh, the Four of Cups. Oh, the Four of Cups. It's like, I don't want that offer. That's not good enough. I'm tired. Why are you giving me all of these cups? I don't need these cups. I already have cups. You keep giving me fucking cups. What is with this? I don't need any more fucking cups. There's a lot of swearing in this. I feel like there's, y'all, it's the fire. The fire is coming out, okay? It's like, you're so done. So done. And like, you know you're done. But again, like, you're kind of like, you're accepting it. You're like, I don't want another cup while you take it and drink out of it. You're like, stop handing me these cups. Make it make sense, baby, okay? I feel like there's some relationship stuff going on here too. So some of you might be like so done and ready to break up with this person. And like, you're feeling like you have to justify yourself, or like you're justifying your actions quite a bit. You're like feeling super defensive because you fought hard for this relationship and you don't want to be like judged or feel like you are losing out if you end it. And like, there is this like conscious decision that needs to be made. That will be like, it will be hard and like kind of depressing. And also like, you're breaking away from abusive patterns. Not saying that your relationship is abusive. I'm saying that you are breaking away from abusive patterns. This could be self-abuse. Okay? Because if you are being offered this shitty plastic cup over and over again, and you're just like waiting for it to change to be a different thing, like maybe it'll be a beautiful bouquet of flowers this time and it's fucking not, okay? Or you're like, maybe I want more than just these like gestures. Maybe I want more than just these empty gestures, but then you're accepting them and you're like, okay, it's fine. And then we have the Page of Swords. And we need to practice speaking our truth. We need to say, dude, like, this ain't shit. These cups you're giving me, I don't want them. It's your opportunity. You get to practice. Because the tower's it's already fell. Okay? You have a lot of majors here right now. It's like, it's already done. You already did it. I mean, you didn't do anything. You don't have to do anything with the tower. The tower will just fall. Whether you like it or not, that's how it works. And I don't know if I've just like, this is my vibe or whatever, but like sometimes personally, I'm told that like a big tower is like crashing down, it's happening, and I'm like, cool. And then like it happens and I don't really notice it, and I think that's maybe just because I like thrive in like big times of change, and try not to let that shit bother me. And like that is a very Sagittarian aspect, I think. My Pluto is in Sagittarius, so that makes sense to me. But like, I think y'all have the ability to be like so nonchalant about this on the outside. But it's hard for you. This communicating your truth is not easy for you. And it's going to take some wherewithal and fortitude. And I also think that some of you with like the finance stuff coming in, like might be in this kind of like financially dependent situation. Maybe that's how you're affording to do all of the adventurous stuff you're doing. Maybe that's how you're affording to go on all of the adventures. Maybe this is the adventures and you're like, okay, cool. I guess I'll just go to another freaking concert. That's fine, whatever. I guess we'll just like go, like I'm having fun, sure, but it's not the big adventure that I want. So like, why are you settling? Chariot. Okay, both of my ruling cards come out in this reading, girl. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Ooh. Okay. The Chariot is going home. To like, you're like, your goodness, okay? Like, this is Cancer related. It's like balance, right? Like, look, they're on a motorcycle. You need balance to be on a motorcycle. Maybe this is like you're ready to go on your big trip, right? And it could be metaphorical and it could be quite literal, okay? But I think some of you are ready to go on this big trip. And you got your wand and like you are doing your divination and your manifestation and you are certain about what you want. But it comes after you take a risk and communicate your truth. And maybe it's not a big breakup, you know? Maybe you get to be like, hey, this isn't cutting it for me. Like, I need more, dude. Like, look at me. Look at me, okay? I know my worth. And I am worth more, and I want to do more than this. So, let's fucking go. Or I'm gonna go without you. You know? Like, eat my dust type shit, okay? Like, if you don't get a move on, I'm moving on. That's the vibes. That's the vibes with this. Right up in here. Okay? And it's good for you. And it's good for you. Okay? And we want to be self-sufficient. And we want to be able to treat ourselves and take care of ourselves and do all of that self-care work because like the moon for sure, there ain't no cure like the moon. There is an eclipse happening in a week from now on next Tuesday on the 17th, I believe. So this could be a big time for you. Eclipses are very chaotic. Like, I don't recommend doing ritual work on eclipses because like the eclipse itself is a ritual, as Jessica Lanyadoo says. She's the astrologer I listen to. She's where I get all my information from, astrology wise. Okay, I'm not an astrology girly, but I know enough to get by and speak the lingo, okay? Okay, so the eclipse and the tower, like, there are two peas in a pod, because eclipses are like chaotic, they're unpredictable, they are heightened spiritually, magically, energetically, all of that ish, okay? And it's unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. Like, it's hard to control the energy. And the tower is complete loss of control. The tower is, I built this castle and it turns out it was made of fucking sand and I forgot. I thought it was okay to just like cut corners here and there when building up this foundation. But it's not. It's not going to work out, right? Like, we need to do the boring, practical, mundane tasks, because that is also self-care. Okay? And like budgeting and going through your shit and like deep cleaning and going to the whole Marie Kondo does it spark joy stuff, like doing all of that, it may be just nauseatingly boring, but it is self-care. And it is a little bit more than routine maintenance. Like, it is routine maintenance, but it's like not daily maintenance. It's like routine maintenance that you do twice a month or once a week or like once a year, right? Or twice a year, like those types of things, right? Like, we are kind of needing to catch up on those types of things, right? Some of you might have these like annual fees that are due right now and you kind of forgot to put that into the budget, right? Okay, so it's really important that we like take an inventory of our stuff and our expenses and our debt and our income and all of that, so that we don't get caught off guard by that type of stuff. My dog is drinking water. So that was the other thing I was going to say about the moon, is to drink a lot of water. And like I said before, like, take a bath, because water is the most cleansing thing that we can do. And like, drinking water is how we clean our insides physically. So if you want to get practical with it, just drink water. That is a spiritual act. Okay? So that is my message for you, Sag. Okay? I think I got straight to the point, and I hope that was, you know, okay. Do we want more? I'm gonna give you one more card. I'm just gonna pull from the middle here, and we'll do one more card. Okay, King of Wands. This is going to put you in the right place with yourself. Okay? Because this is fire sign energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, right? King of Wands knows what the fuck the King of Wands is about. He has a plan. He knows what he's going to do, and he's going to do it. And he may or may not tell people that he's going to do it, but he's going to do it, and he knows what it is. Okay? Even if nobody else does. And that is on that. Period. Done. Okay? It's not a bad thing. Towers don't have to be like, oh my god, this is such a scary thing, right? I get it. Being out of control feels scary. Do those things that I suggested to give you a sense of your feet on the ground. And try to make sure that they're actually on the ground and not on that faulty foundation that you built that tower on that's crumbling around you, okay? That's it. That's what... And you'll be fine. You're a Sagittarius. You will be fine. Y'all can get through freaking anything. So... Okay. We good? We good? Okay. Thanks for watching. I hope to hear from you soon, and I hope that you liked my video and that you'll give me a little thumbs up because it helps me out as I would like to help you out. It's very fast. Just a little click. Okay. I feel like I'm begging. I'm like, please. Oh God. Please just press the like button. Sorry. Okay. If you want a personal reading, hit me up. My email is thesharpestteeth@gmail.com, and I'm around for personals. We can get personal with it, okay? We can get more in depth and shit. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go. I got a headache. I'm gonna go drink some water. Okay. Love you. Bye.